going on, folks? Welcome to Variety and Errors. Let's just jump right into it, looking through some pocket change, see if we can find anything worth more than face value, or, at least collectible. Everybody has their own thing that they like to collect. Some people are different than others, but I really like star notes. I also like birthday notes and date notes in general when it comes to serial numbers, as well as a wide variety of error notes. So, if you are interested in what to look for through when you go through your pocket change to see if you have anything worth more than face value, then you came to the right place. You can also check out the website varietyerrors.com. But let's get right to it. So, this is a newer Series 2017 $1 note in pretty good shape, although it's kind of beat up from only being circulated for a short period of time in relation to the most of the stuff we go through. Good clumping of twos in the middle, but the rest of the serial number leaves a lot to be desired. So no fancy serial number. I don't see anything error-wise as far as ink. And although it's a little bit hard to see in the camera, this dotting down here is definitely just gunk on the bill or what looks to be really more like pen marks. So nothing there. Nothing in this serial number. Another thing to look for, although incredibly rare, would be if they are mismatched serial numbers. That's another error you can come across. Also, I've seen a few posted in the Facebook group that were missing seals or missing other portions of the bill. Bills in general, not just $1 denomination bills, but all of them, go through a multi-phase printing process, so sometimes things are messed up and missed. You can come across something that's missing a portion of the bill. You would definitely be sitting on a large premium over face value. Nothing so far. A little bit of shift in this seal here, but otherwise the bill's in pretty good shape. Not really too beat up for a 2013 series note. Now, if we do happen to come across any older 90s notes and stuff like that, then I will touch on things to look for there, like mule notes, as well as some other issues with print. But content-wise, $1 notes have not gone through any change in 60 years, so nothing to really talk about there. That'd be in 1957. They added "In God We Trust" to the back of the bills, and that's it. Aside from that, you can maybe find some issues with blurring around the lettering down here at the base of the pyramid that is Roman numerals for 1776. What's kind of funny and totally unrelated is for the first time ever, I'm noticing a little smiley face right at the tip of my my finger there, but that has nothing to do with errors. It's just something I happened to notice while I was looking at it. Otherwise, that bill is pretty beat up. Folded and creased on this guy. 2009 series, so the oldest so far. 2009 series are going to be, you'll see far, less and less of those over the next few months to short amount of years to come, as they are going to be kind of pulled out of circulation readily. Nothing else here. As you can see, kind of an example of that multi-phase printing process, how the seals are quite a bit brighter than the remainder of the bill. That's due to that three-phase printing process that bills go through. That also explains why sometimes you'll get, like in this case, you'll get a little bit, now this is a press through of that stuff from the back, but sometimes you'll get a little bit of ink transfer from other bills as they sit atop one another, and they're still slightly wet after production, and they're getting stacked into the straps of bills. So, unless it's really dramatic, I wouldn't say it's worth more than face value, even if you did have a slight amount of ink transfer. Now, if it smears across the bill, however, then I would call it an ink smear, which is a good error to hold on to. Otherwise, that one didn't have anything. Nice little star note. I actually mentioned this in the beginning of the video, but I love star notes in general. I always just like to get lost in thinking about what happened to the original bill and kind of, whether it was just a basic error, like it got bound up while getting fed through, an ink issue, whatever, and they had to replace the note and replace the letter on the back end of the serial number with a star to show that it's a replacement note. Aside from that, this one's got some damage from some highlighter or marker or something on it. Nothing really crazy on the back. I don't see anything out of place here. A little bit of damage from it being folded. So you can see where it got folded at one time. It's got some damage down here. But otherwise, I mean, it's a $1 note. I love star notes, so I'm going to add it to my star note collection. So I will set that aside for now. Another 2017 bill. So like I said, nothing to talk about. Indifferences of $1 notes, which seems to be almost all, if not, well, majority of what I got going on here. It is just pocket change. Sometimes, you know, not really doing as hot as I am on other days when it comes to different denominations in my pocket money. And there's an example of that press through. That's really clear as to what it is, which is the jacket of Washington from the front of the note. So if it was a little bit heavier than that, whereas obscuring any of these portions of the back of the bill, I would have held on to it. Otherwise, it's just kind of normal. Little bit of excess ink around that G and that 6 and the B. So, but not really a double stamped serial number or anything like that. Just some excess of ink. A few videos ago, we did come across a really good example of a kind of double tapped serial number there. Otherwise, nothing on that. Always with the writing on the bills. 24 here, 99 here. So somebody, I guess, was counting up their $1 notes. We have a really heavily overprinted 1 here. But it being Series 2013, I'm not going to worry about that. Very common. If it was a 2009 or previous, I'd probably hold on to it. Nothing much so far. This one's been folded like umpteen times. Got some blood or something on the back of it, so that's nice. Nothing there otherwise. Some more writing on the note. Somebody had $49, I guess, or Y9, whatever that means. Nothing in the serial number. So no trinary notes, nothing binary, nothing really crazy in the serial numbers aside from getting a little star note, which, you know, is not really, they're a little uncommon, not really super rare or anything like that. A little bit of lack of ink on this. So you can see how the serial number wasn't really laid down all the way. Same deal up here. Normally I would just say that's damage, but it not transcending to other portions of the bill, aside from it being a little wrinkly, you can see that actually the seal here, which would have been printed at the same time as the serial numbers, also has a lack of ink. You can see where it's dotted. So although not crazy, I'm going to hold on to it. I wish that we would have had another 2, 7, or 9 here instead of a 6. To make it a trinary note, then it would have been a little bit better. Series 2006, so a little bit older. But a very light lack of ink across the serial numbers there. Nothing on the back, but I am going to set that aside along with that star note we held on to. Down to the last 2, so we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Nothing in the serial number. 2017 bill hasn't seen the greatest of life. Though there was a little something there on the seal there. But not so much. Little bit of what I thought was excess ink, but looks like just something stuck to the bill there. So keep on keeping on. Last but not least, a 2009 series. We came across a couple of those throughout this search. This one, like I said, with 2009, they're going to be hitting the end of their life, if not exceeded it. So this one's all tore up. It's very, very thin from use over the years that it's been in circulation. And that's what's a shame about, you know, some of this stuff. Same as when you go through coins. You know, there's just so much damage to some of them. You really can't tell if there's something collectible. So what did we hold on to? We held on to a very light misprinted serial number and seal there. A light printing on that. And a star note find to add to the old star note collection. It's just $1, so hey, no biggie. I wish the serial number had something collectible in it, but that's all right. But let me know what you've come across in your bill and coin searches lately. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Share to your friends, like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy money as much as I do. And I will see you in the next video. Peace out.